Whenever I take my shirt off in the gym or in the posing room, few guys always walk up to me like, how did you develop your back? How do you have this great back? To me, my back is not great. I just feel like my back is good and I'm working on it to make it great. With that being said, the question is that what do I do to develop my back? To answer that question, I was a powerlifter for 8 years, and I know the difference between powerlifting exercise and bodybuilding exercise. So I've been able to decipher both, know what works for me and what doesn't work for me, right? So with that being said, guys, before I continue, I just want to say thank you for those of you that have subscribed to me, and thank you to those of you that we go back and forth in the comment section below and we're talking about, the sport we love at the same time. And please, for those of you that haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, and comment. And the algorithm is not really doing me well because some of you did not turn on the notification button. Please do that for me, and please subscribe for those of you that haven't subscribed. With that being said, yeah, I have this particular back exercise that I love to do that has really helped my back development. I'm going to be sharing 3 with you guys in this video. And if you guys want to see the remaining 3, let me know in the comment section below and I will upload it and show you guys, and I will explain everything. So I like tibia roll. Tibia roll is one of the most essential exercise in bodybuilding, especially if you're a professional bodybuilder or you want to develop your back. You want that 3D back. You want that kind of Ronnie Coleman back. You want that kind of Derek back. You want that kind of Phil Heath back. You have to do these exercises, but not just doing the exercises. You have to execute the exercise. You have to learn how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, find somebody that know what you're doing, right? You need somebody that will guide you. You need somebody that will teach you how to do it correctly, right? It is better you do it correctly than you hurt yourself, because I see a lot of people at the gym lifting weight, screaming, trying to get everybody attention that you're lifting the heaviest weight. But the truth is, when they take their t-shirt or their shirt off, they look the same year in, year out. So you don't want to be wasting gym membership money, pulling mileage in your vehicle, going to the gym that you're not making any progress. So with that being said, I like to grip the barbell. That's why you see, if you notice, I don't have anything between the barbell that I'm using. I'm using my hand to pull it, right? So what I do, if I start with my right hand, because I love drop set, right? So if I start with my right hand, I did 10 reps, then I'm going to switch to my left. If I start with my left, I'm going to switch to my right. The reason why I'm doing that, I want to make sure that my lat is even, right? I don't want my right back, being thicker than the left side of my back, right? So you want to make sure you doing it even, and you want to make sure you get in the stretch. You want to make sure your back is aligned properly. I know a lot of people bent over. You don't want to bend over. You want to make sure you are like in a good angle, right? Look at this. If you watch this video, you see the angle that I'm in. I don't want to mention it, because a lot of people, we try to like, it's 300, it's 80 degrees, 75 degrees, can get it off, because the truth is everybody's center of gravity is not the same. Your center of gravity is going to determine the angle you're going to be on to pull this weight. My second favorite exercise, which this is actually my first favorite exercise, but it's just the way the video is made. And this is the second exercise, which is one of my favorite back exercise, which is deadlift. Deadlift is very, very essential, especially again if you're a professional bodybuilder, or you are aspiring to be a professional bodybuilder, or you just want to build your body because you love bodybuilding, right? You want to make sure you're doing deadlift. The reason why I don't do pull from the floor anymore with barbell is because I have F4, F5 fracture in my spinal cord from the accident that I have. So I'm training smart, around my injuries, which is like about 85% cool, so I can lift a reasonable amount of weight, right? So the reason why I'm using this is because it allows me to engage my lats, engage my back, and at the top I get that squeeze. And for quite some time I've been lifting a lot. I have a good back, but there's something I learned from Flex Wheeler when I was watching his video. When you watch Flex Wheeler, the way he does the deadlift, he always squeeze at the top of it. So I learned to start using that method, and I see the difference. My middle back begin to have a good development, right? You have to squeeze at the top. Get all the stretch you want at the bottom, squeeze at the top. Get all the stretch you want at the bottom, squeeze at the top, because that is the finishing touch, because that is when you really fully contract that muscle. So if you're not getting that contraction in between the back, you're not really going to have a full development, right? Make sure the barbell or whatever you're using to pull it is not scraping on your knees. Create a little space between your knee and your arm so you can pull all the way to the top and have the enough room to go down and stretch those lats. And as you pull into it, and try not to use like you pulling through your arm so hard. You want to make sure you engaging your lats, your back. You want to make sure you're having that mind muscle connection. It's a cliche at this point, but if you're not feeling it, you're not doing anything. You have to feel it. Weightlifting is about feeling. You have to feel the pump. If you're not feeling it, you just compromising your joint, especially your lower back. And I see a lot of people bent over when they're trying to, no Didi, when they bent over when they're trying to lift weight. No, you don't want to bend over. You want to squat, because that will give you a better leverage for you to pull in and out of the hole. Because if you're same thing, if you can't pull it correctly and squeeze at the top, trust me, you're just wasting your time. You're just lifting the weight. The growth is not going to come. You're not going to see anything. A lot of people always attribute it to drug. They think it's just drug. No, if you learn how to train correctly, you're going to develop a good muscle. You're going to develop muscle that make people like, wow, you look good. So with that being said, this is my favorite thought exercise. For those of you, if you have this machine, I always tell people, like, if you really want to develop your body, try to get away from this franchise gym, Early Fitness, Planet Fitness, and all that. That should just be maybe a membership you have just in case of necessity, right? Or maybe you're out of town, you couldn't get a workout, you can always find those gym. But always make sure you have a gym that is bodybuilding oriented, so you can actually have a good machine to develop your body, especially in today's society, in today's age. There's so many equipments that they make it easier for you to develop your muscle without, improvising a lot of exercises, right? So I like this exercise. The reason why I like it is, it allows me to engage my lat as much as I can, or as much as possible, and get that stretch at the top. You want to get that stretch at the top. And as you squeeze down into it, you get that stretch at the top, you squeeze down into it. That squeezing is where you really get that muscle contraction. After that, you're going to be sore as hell. But trust me, after the sore come the recovery, and you're going to grow. Every muscle fiber in your body is going to be stimulated. And if all these muscles are stimulated, they have no choice but to grow. A lot of people say, I have a weak body part. Yes, some of us have it. Everybody is not completely genetically gifted, but you have to put emphasis on those body parts. You have to train it. You have to train in a way that is smart in order for you to grow those muscle. So guys, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you want to see the remaining three, let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think about these exercises. And I love you guys, and thanks to those of you that have subscribed. You guys are the true MVP. And for those of you that haven't, please subscribe, share, and turn on your notification button. I just say thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I'm out. See you guys in the next one.